my back.
What up,
Y'all got
though?
some wine?
Man,
Oh, heck no.
You like smoking?
And I do mean that.
You cute.
Literally.
Y'all got life
Make it
insurance?
make sense.
You want
Those
life insurance?
were the days.
Welcome to another episode, y'all, of Somebody's Auntie. We are not your mama's sister, but we are your auntie with the T. I'm your girl, Natalie Knox.
What's up? It's your girl, Keysha E.
What up? It's your girl, Chevy the Shegan.
And today, y'all, we
Ooh.
have a very, very, very special guest.
Ooh, I get the special.
Our homie, our friend. He's a writer, director, TV producer. He's the owner of his own production company, GW Morley Films, a filmmaker.
Come on, Black Elite.
He a
Oh, yeah.
he a almost Detroiter. He a Detroitish, Detroit
Second off.
adjacent. He a
Second off.
Sag
Sag
nasty.
nasty in the building.
We got Mr. Marcus Dupree.
Woo! Welcome, Marcus. Marcus is here. Let's go.
What up?
Man, thank y'all for having me. It's great.
Of
This
course, thanks for coming.
honest sitting with y'all beautiful women. When y'all asked me to come on here, I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
Well, we are
Thanks
excited to
for
have you
pulling
as
up.
well.
How was your day?
My day it's been all right. It's been good. I think I'm
Okay.
going through a transition where I right now I feel stagnant, where because the last 2 years was kind of shut down, and I feel like I haven't grown in my career. So now I'm to that point now. I'm trying to figure out my next move to get that
Gotcha.
boost. You know what I mean? So I think that's where my mental space been for the last couple of days, trying to figure out what's my next move to grow. in
Do you
my
feel
career.
like
Gotcha.
you're like stagnant is such like a negative feeling to feel like you're not moving.
Right.
But do you feel like you're like moving but still not going anywhere?
Right. Yeah.
But let's not call it stagnant though. That's just like you're winning, but it's just like nothing really has like
I'll take that.
yeah, like
I'll
you're
take
still
it.
Changing
winning.
the word.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still
Stagnant to
moving.
winning.
I'm still moving,
Okay.
but it's
Yeah.
just like I want more.
Yeah.
And it's like it's
Yeah.
been almost like 2 years, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, every so often I make a leap,
Mm-hmm.
right? Doing something that can
Yeah.
help me get to where I want to be, and it hasn't happened. And
Yeah.
I think, I know the 2 years because of the pandemic thing, but I'm getting to the point where I need to figure
Yeah.
something out.
I love the pandemic. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna lie. Pandemic changed
You're
my
like the
life.
third
Oh,
person
yeah.
I heard say that. Like
It was
you
good.
said that before too. Like the pandemic has been great.
Yeah. And more
Peace.
more self.
Yeah.
Yeah. well,
Like
yeah.
at first we were flipping out, like let's do something. But then after like that fourth one, we was like, ain't nothing to do. But when they shut the beaches down and it was like you can't go to the beach,
Yeah,
you
that
can't go
was
hiking, I
wild.
was like,
Yeah.
all right, this is
They
jail.
stopped us from going outside. Like you can't
This
even go
was
to a
jail.
public
Yeah.
beach.
unless
That
you
was
was
crazy.
unless you was from Houston, because
Yeah.
they was still outside.
Wide open.
Or and Atlanta. Atlanta was
Oh
still
yeah, Atlanta
outside
never
too.
closed.
Oh,
Atlanta
yeah,
was
yeah.
wild the whole time.
LA was like, no,
You got
not in our state.
But look at us now. We're thriving
here.
now. But I want
know.
to tell you also, it's cool to be in that. I feel like we all have been in that mindset before. It's just cool not to stay in it. So I think I've had
Right.
that, especially during the pandemic. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
what's next? I want to go higher. What do I do? So
Yeah.
it's cool to go through it, and I know something will come to you because you're a creative, great guy. So
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
know.
appreciate that.
Speaking
man.
of which, so
Listen.
what exactly, like, you're a TV producer, right?
Mhm.
So we know that, but
Yeah.
what is your day-to-day like? Like, what does your job consist of?
Well, I'm a TV producer for reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
So I've worked with BET, MTV, ABC, NBC. I
Nice.
pretty much worked on NFL. I worked with almost every major network on a lot of daytime game shows or reality TV shows. And being a producer, my job is to make sure that, all our locations are locked. We got releases, we got the permits, make sure
Yeah.
the casts are up to date with the story. I have to move, I have a small crew that I travel with. I have to make sure they are on time and we shooting everything that we need for the scene. And I kind of focus on the story arc of whatever TV show I'm on. So that's pretty much my day to day. I'm 12 hours a day, always on the road, which
Yeah.
I need to change. I'm to the point now I don't want to be on the road much anymore. I've been done that for the past like 6-7 years and kind of over it. So
Yeah.
now it's like, I'm trying to find something that's more stationed in LA for the majority of the part.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much my day to day, always in the air, different hotels, living in the
That
suitcase.
sounds fun.
No, it is. It is
I
fun.
love
It's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
it
You
can
gotta
be
do that too a
exhausting
little bit.
though.
Yeah,
I
it
would
is
love it.
exhausting.
Especially
When
if you're
you-
single. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, where's
When
next?
you travel, do you take like some like home like candles that you have or like incense? and
Instance,
stuff?
I do.
See?
Yeah, I do. I take instance in my hotel room. And,
What y'all don't like the smell of the hotel rooms?
No, it's just like
I've
if
never
you
done
travel
that.
a lot, it's like you
Yeah.
want a piece
Really?
of your
Feel like
house.
Yeah,
home.
your piece.
I'm gonna start
yeah.
doing that.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
smart, actually.
Yeah.
Wow, you do
Yeah.
that too, Keysha?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah, she said,
Okay.
Candles, like little candles, incense, like
Yeah.
little like
That's smart.
sage too.
That's
I
smart.
take sage too. Spread it on.
"Oh yes."
You know, who been up in that room?
Yes.
Charlie and Barbie.
So how long
Yeah.
have you been in the industry?
Well,
Because you do a lot of things. Like
Right. So the thing is, I use producing TV as a way to produce and fund my own personal projects. So it's my way of allowing my money to work for itself.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right. So I do TV and I get paid for that. Then I invest that into my own projects. So
I
that's
love
how.
that.
Yeah. That's how I like to do it. You know what I mean? So even though I work for like maybe 8 hours, 10 or maybe 12 hours, and I always try to find at least 1 or 2 hours to kind of pour into my own production company every single day.
Gotcha.
That's
I love
dope.
that.
Before we
Go
I
ahead,
had it like it been on my mind because the more I was listening to you talk, like before we dive into the topic, how does that work with being in a relationship where you work 12 hours a day and travel on the road a lot? How does that does that play a big part? Does that make you want to be single, or do that make you want to date? Like, how does that make you feel?
It's rough. It's rough because over the years when I've been dating, because sometimes being a freelance producer, you working for 2 or 3 months, then you could be off for 2 or 3 months.
Right.
So when I'm in LA and I meet someone and we dating for 2 or 3 months, it's all good because I'm available all the time. And that woman will get used to that time. Like you hear when I call, you pop up, I pop up, we going out, we having dates and stuff like that.
Right.
And then almost every time when I'm saying, hey, look, I just got hired for a job.
They like, you
I'm
gotta
about
work.
to be, you gotta work.
Yeah,
You gotta
right.
work. Yeah, exactly.
Don't introduce me to a vibe you can't get.
You can't hand to me. Just say that. You ain't going no date.
Exactly. And that's the sort of response I would get. So when it's time for me to work and I'm working 12, 14, 16 hours a day, now they was like, I need time. That's my love language.
Yeah.
Quality time.
Quality
That's
time.
my
number
is
one.
my
When you
love
met
language.
me on the first date,
Right.
I said QT.
Exactly. You can't give that to me right now. It's
Yeah,
not really
tough.
working out.
Yeah.
Or when I'm on a road, and a lot of times it's time difference and stuff like that. Especially if I'm going somewhere internationally, time difference that could be a huge
Huge, yeah.
impact
Yeah.
on any dating. And a lot of times the women will step away. They will step away. And
Are you
want a
making
rich
that up front though
husband
at the
or wife?
beginning? Or are
Yeah.
you making it like, okay, this is what I do, and I'm gonna be
Of
traveling?
course.
Okay, and they
Of
still like,
course.
okay.
And that, but they I was like, oh, I understand.
Yeah, it sounds
you
good till
gotta
you in
work.
it.
You gotta work and
As
everything.
soon as you go to
And then
work,
as soon as
what's
you-
So
after
you
you?
work, what's that?
Yeah.
Why you ain't
exactly.
answer? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially if you dating someone that's outside the industry, they don't understand the long hours.
Yeah.
So then you sometimes you can get accused of being with somebody else or
Yeah.
It's dating a
stuff like that.
creative
It's crazy.
Period. Like people always want to date creatives. I want somebody that's in the tech or acting. You gotta
Not
have
me.
a stomach for that. You gotta have a
Yeah.
stomach
Yeah.
and a
Yeah.
lot of. You have to have patience before love.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing, like in
Ooh,
my,
patience before love.
you do for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, y'all stamp that. Yeah.
Period.
So one last
Chevy the
question
Shegan.
about- you have your own film company. You have your own GW Morley Films where
Yep.
you are producing your own projects, right?
Right. Yep.
And
So
so,
cool.
what was? I mean, I think I could probably understand like the reason behind or the motivation behind you starting your own company. And then, are you like planning to produce other people's films? Is it solely for your projects? Like,
Yeah,
How are
I think starting GW Morley Films, which we named it after our elementary school, because that school had a huge impact in my life.
Wow.
Right, so we named it after my brother and I named it at GW Morley Films after our elementary school. But we started the production company because the thing is about ownership. It's like owning your projects, right? So you can have a dope project and you can sell it to a network, and the one thing they want to do is say, hey, listen, we give you a certain amount of money, but we have all the rights to it. You have no say so at all what's going on. And it's like taking your soul away in a bit because you put your money into it,
Yeah.
your sweat, your tears and your blood into a project, and then you have a network say, nope, this is ours, thank you. You can go on and do something else. So that's the point. It's like I want to be able to create it and own it. And but yeah, so we did one project under our company several years ago, our short film Junior.
Oh, I love that. I was just
And
gonna
yeah,
mention that. That's a great film. My goodness.
Thank you,
watch
thank you.
it.
It's
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Is it good?
Yes, and it took me great places. I met a lot of good people. I had a lot of network meetings and stuff like that, and we were this close of getting picked up for a television show. But
Wow.
yeah, but the thing is, we all understand where sometimes during that Christmas break, that Christmas break can have a halt in the industry, and the person who was pushing our project to be on network got fired. So when she got fired, everything
Shut
with
it
her
down,
got
yeah.
fired.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now we and it kind of put us into this halt and standstill. But we have new projects coming up. We're doing a series of GW Morley Films that's coming up. We're in pre-production. We're doing 4 or 5 different short films with different genres. across
Yes,
the
I
board.
love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
so we
that's
got-
right.
yeah.
That's what's up.
I love
Uh-huh.
that. You said a key word too. You said ownership. Like, that's so important now in Hollywood. And
Of
just
course.
having that.
Yeah.
That's super dope that you said that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Wow.
Let me know if you're looking for a dog. My dog need a job.
Dog.
Pepperjack gotta go.
Cute dog too. You have
Okay,
a
you
cute dog.
work-
It's a Merle Frenchie.
Is it trained?
Yeah, he
Like,
trained.
You say sit. You sit?
He definitely peed on my living room that one day.
He's a puppy.
got
He's
no
grown.
home He run right up on
He
you,
learned
so
from
you
Whoopi.
right.
It's not his
You
mama's
mark his
black.
territory.
Yeah.
His mama's black now. He's nervous. He embarrassed me though this weekend. So, but he needs a job. If you need like a cute dog,
Marcus,
They
let's,
might need to.
let's have a little fun before we get into our topic.
Yeah.
F, marry, kill. Oprah Winfrey,
not without to marry her.
Gabrielle Union,
Okay.
Halle Berry.
Ooh.
See, I always stump them with the
Okay.
with
So
the good ones.
I would say. Are we cussing? Because you said F.
No, you
You
can.
can
I
cuss.
see
Okay,
you,
all
of
right.
course.
I would
She said
say
it for the Lord.
she's trying to be modest because her family probably watching
I
this
was
right
gonna
now. She
change
don't
the
want her
word.
family
I
to
was
see
gonna say
this.
smash, marry, kill, but whatever.
It's
I
in
would,
the
I
lowest
would say
hands.
fuck Halle Berry,
Okay.
marry Oprah,
Definitely.
and
Marcus got his paper.
kill Gabrielle Union.
Really?
You get a whole.
No offense.
Why you marrying Oprah?
You get a whole little back house.
Y'all canceled her. Y'all
canceled
canceled
her?
her.
Who canceled Oprah?
Nobody
Can-
canceled
can-
Oprah.
Oprah was canceled recently, right?
Well, for what?
Who canceled Oprah?
Her
Oh,
and Gail
'cause her
did
and
something.
Gail-
Yeah, they
her
was
and
into
Gail
some
was-
Oh, the way
stuff.
they've been interviewing
Interviewing
Yeah.
black
rappers
men.
and black men
Oprah
and stuff
money
like
Yeah,
ain't
I'm like,
canceled.
yeah.
Why you think he
Yeah.
married her?
Listen, I'm
Okay, so
with
you
it.
trying-
I'm Stedman. I'm in the back with the dogs.
Okay. Okay. Let's be very
In my
clear.
little mini mansion behind the bigger mansion.
Yeah, 1.2 billion. I'm gonna be that man that's gonna be looking at her while she get older, while she coughing. Like,
You know what?
you about to
It's
roll
time.
over
Right.
now?
But you
Can I
know
get
what,
this
though?
money?
Real quick, it ain't even about her money though. It's really about the conversations y'all can have as y'all get
Picking
older.
her brain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's true,
almost
too.
like you would never get bored because she has so many things to
Yeah,
tell
so
you.
many
Like
stories,
I
yeah.
would love to know more about the Color Purple casting when the first Color Purple came out, because the little snippet that they showed with the new people who are playing it made me cry.
Yeah.
Of like the
Is that what Fantasia?
yeah,
Oh, cannot
Fantasia and the
wait.
girl from Orange Is the New Black. I can't think of her name right now, but she's playing Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
And just to see how excited they were, like I'm excited to see the play.
Me
but
too.
Oprah just seemed like somebody you would talk to over tea
Pick her
all
brain,
night.
yeah.
All night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We'd talk all night, cuddle all night, and I'd be
Do
thinking
it.
about
Cuddle all
that,
night.
think about that 1.2
Cuddle with
billion
that
dollars.
money.
Count them sheep.
Oh God! All right, so
man.
we're going to dive. This is what we do every episode.
Mhm.
We pull a topic out of the wine glass. So we don't know
Oh,
what we're
man.
talking about
Let's
until
get
y'all find
into
out what we're
it.
talking about.
Oh.
So we're gonna pull this topic. We're gonna get
I'm
into a
scared
little
of
bit,
that glass. I'm
a little
scared
bit
of
of your
that
tea,
glass. Huh?
Marcus.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Ooh, I'm scared of this glass.
You should be.
There's all type of topics and questions in
Yeah,
there.
we're
I
gonna
don't
get
know.
in your business.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Everybody go to bed if you're under 18. My voice so deep.
Today's topic
Topic. What's today's topic?
is sex toys.
Oh.
Do you buy them? Do you use them? How do you
Sex
feel
toys.
about them?
Membership.
What's going on in the
Membership?
bedroom?
I got a membership.
You have a membership?
Oh, you have
To
membership.
what?
I'm not telling you the site. But
What do
yeah.
you just? They just send you
Let
new
us
stuff
know,
every.
put us on
every
game.
It's a box that you get, like a subscription box.
and you don't know what's in it. It's like
Mm-mm.
surprise.
You just come. You just come like, hello. And it's all these like sex toys.
No, I'm into it. I need to know this. I need
Like,
to know.
yeah, Marcus is against it. Let's talk.
No, I need to know this. So you get a box every
Marcus
month?
about to sign up right now. He like, what's the website?
You get you get like a subscription box every month, and it's all different types of things in there. I don't use everything that comes in there, but
Oh, but you got it. But you got it. When uh-huh.
So you just got like toys on top of toys on
so
top
you
of toys
like
on
it's like
deck.
so you create like your mood box, right? So you could say I like this type of vibrator. I don't like this vibrator. I like dual. Like you like lube. You like scented, like whipped cream. Like all these things. Like you kind of like create it,
Mhm.
but
And
you
then
don't
they
know the
send it.
brand that you're getting when it comes.
Got you.
I've seen that before, not with sex toys, but something else similar
Yeah,
to that.
everything is like that. Everything is like
Yeah,
subscription
okay,
boxes now.
okay.
So how the box come in though? Like when you
It's
open
real
it up,
discreet.
It's, go, oh.
Yeah, it's like this.
It's cute.
What?
It's like It's like,
oh.
it's nice. It's nice. I mean, it's like you got like nice
So
confetti
Chevy
paper.
definitely uses sex
Yep,
toys.
there we go.
And
what
Marcus
about y'all?
interested
It's
in
like-
his company.
Yeah.
STD free sex toys.
I like that. It is
STD
STD
free.
free. That's very
STD
true.
free.
That's very true.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Marcus, what do you think about sex toys?
Yeah. But listen, I'm all for the sex toys. I own sex toys, and
You use it by
we use
yourself
them.
or with somebody else?
Oh no, it's always with someone else. Yeah.
Okay.
What man
What-
can use
what-
with a sex toy?
No, I
Woman
have,
can use?
I have heard
coming
of
in the
men.
box.
No, I have
No.
heard of men who use them
They
by
do.
themselves. Like
They
they have
understand.
dolls and stuff like that.
That is true.
Or
That
those
is
little,
Yeah.
what you call penis pumps.
Yep, they got
Some
that.
dudes use it by
Yeah,
themselves.
sometimes they got the toy where it has either a mouth
on it.
or a vagina lip on it, and you can use it. That's so
That
men
feels
do
really
have toys.
creepy.
I don't partake by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I have sex toys though. Yeah,
I feel like
have-
you like the type of person that might have a whole drawer full of them or something. Like you would just have them just
Like
waiting.
Gray.
do.
What is
Yeah,
it? What's
I
the
do.
show?
50
Yeah.
Shades of
Oh,
Grey.
50 Shades of Grey.
yeah, like
Fifty-
like underwear,
yeah.
socks, sex toys.
That
Like,
was
that-
actually
is.
scary to me. It gave me
It
sex jail.
Yeah.
Like, it gave me-
So do you use sex toys, Natalie?
okay, so let me just moment of transparency.
Come
I
on,
went
Jesus,
into this,
daughter.
No, I went into the store. You just never know. But look, I went into the store for the first time in my entire life last week, and when I tell you, I was so embarrassed. I didn't make eye contact with nobody. It was one person in there, and it was kind of like, I'm just looking down. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm buying.
What store did you go to?
Somewhere in North Hollywood on Lancashire.
And
This
I'm probably where
nigga
you
picked the
went.
hottest street to go into to discreetly go into a sex.
I picked the closest one to the crib, and I have no idea what I'm buying or whatever. I'm just going in there, and just this one person there, and she looks up at me, and she's like, and then another a black man came in, and then one other person came in, but it was really weird. You can tell everybody was kind of embarrassed a little bit to be there because
No,
nobody
it was
really
embarrassed
looked.
for you. It was
Well,
your first
yeah,
time.
because- And you didn't want to ask questions because you didn't want to seem super inexperienced because it was like two workers, so I didn't ask anything. I just kind of like whatever.
What did you go in there to get?
Huh?
Yeah, what did you go get?
Marcus, what do you think about sex toys?
Yeah.
What did you go in the
Where'd you
store
go
to
to
get?
get?
I was just exploring. I didn't have a thing. I just never been. I wanted to go. I wanted to see what it was about. I wanted to see
What did you leave out
what
with?
the options were. I didn't.
She left out with something. She
Right.
told
You
us
just said
Has-
transparent moment.
no,
and
this
you
is
just-
trans.
And ain't transparent.
No, this is super transparent. I went in there just to kind of explore, see what was it about, see what was in there because I just realized that people were kind of just not looking up, and everybody was kind of in and out quick. Everybody knew what they wanted. I was the only one, and I was only there for like 20 minutes.
What did
just
you
looking
get?
around, and I was like, wow, this exists. And then
She
some
got
stuff.
something because she came
What
in
did
here
you
spicy
buy?
today.
Wait, Chevy, what'd you say?
Just get to
You
the
came in here like,
answer.
I feel good today.
Stop.
That store.
But look, some of those things were like unrealistic.
Yeah, they were.
Like I'd never seen anything like it. I'm like, that's gotta hurt. Like it was huge, and I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no way.
Oh,
so
because they got the 6
So
to
what
8
did
to
you
10 to
get?
12,
so I
14.
end up getting.
Get from the store?
Sex,
Huh?
yeah, what you get from the
All
sex
right,
store?
so I just want to make it clear, I didn't go in with any intention.
Girl, what did you get from the store?
I'm gonna answer y'all. See, they
Damn.
pressuring me, Marcus. You're supposed to be on my side. They pressuring me.
No, I want to hear this too.
So I end up getting. This is about to sound super lame, but I end up getting some massage oils because I'm very a sensual person, and I really enjoy
Because lotion just was out of
the art of no massage oils is just more sensual. It's like you can get more deep and just everything. I love massage oils, and then I end up buying for the future.
I think when you go in the sex
Girl, we
store,
is 45
Go ahead,
minutes
go ahead,
into
go
this
ahead, go
episode.
ahead, go
What did you get?
Let him finish.
yeah, no,
up his
yeah,
thought.
no,
Oh
go
my
ahead, go ahead.
gosh.
What you
That's
get?
I got massage oils. I got some cuffs, and I got like this little whippy thing, like this little.
I was going to just say that it's
She
a
look like
few
she
things
into that
everybody
type.
should have.
a whip.
The whip.
The
Yes.
slivery shit is
Watch me
No, I'm
whip.
saying I think that's what something everybody should have. You should have the paddle. You should have the whip.
See, I didn't see that.
You should
pattern.
have the handcuffs. And you
Handcuffs
should
are
have
essential.
the leash around the neck.
See, that's where you got me fucked up at.
Because
That's
slavery
where,
is
that's
just
where you not
not
putting
in
a
the
leash on my
bedroom.
neck.
What you
That's
mean?
what I'm not. You not putting a leash on me.
Why?
What?
What
It's
in the
why?
pepper jack?
No, the
Right.
leash is, that leash is,
What
the
am
leash
I?
is sexy.
No,
It's
no.
sexy.
You can't have nose in the bedroom when you with your boo.
No, you
when
can have
with
nose.
your man, you can't have nose.
You
gotta
can have-
open
you
it
gotta
I
wide
agree
as
with
that.
that. If you with your dude,
Yes.
if you with your spouse, your significant other, there should be
There
nothing
should be no
off
nose.
limits.
So he like,
And
I
if you with-
want to bring 4 chicks in here right now.
with the
See, she's
exception of
taking
other
too
people.
far.
No, we're
there's
talking
no
about
nose, there's
toys.
no nose.
No, we're talking about toys.
We
With
talk-
the exception
yeah,
of other
toys
people. With
between
toys, it's
y'all
like
then.
whatever you
Yeah.
want to do. Like you want
You're
to
not
please
putting
your
that in
man
my
at the end of the day.
booty. You're not putting a
booty.
leash
Not
on
booty.
me.
Is that a booty?
But that's
plug?
more like
Not the plug?
dominatrix
Yeah.
style type stuff.
But
Not necessarily.
so like with the collar,
Mm-hmm.
when you're in the moment, you grab the collar
Right.
versus my neck.
Right.
It's the same
You
thing.
can choke me with your
can
hand.
do
You're
that.
not putting no.
It's the
You're not
same
putting
thing,
no
right?
show me.
Because
No, it's not the same.
not
very
putting
soft.
show me.
It's very
Kinda.
It's
Instead
the
of
same.
grabbing the neck, he's grabbing the collar.
Yeah,
and it's
right.
just like, it's
You can
pretty
grab
much
my
the
neck.
same thing.
You can grab my neck. You're not putting no collar on me. No.
I get what you're saying. It kind of seems like a kind of
You're
ownership
not walking
type of
me
thing.
like no dog. No.
What you mean? Wait, okay,
I think you
okay.
should try it, and I think you will have a good time.
So since that was my first time, and I'm sure
Yeah.
y'all already have been before, what is in your closet? What is in your closet? What is in your closet? What
As-
do you
Okay.
have?
I
What
have-
toys do you have?
The only thing I have, my two friends bought me this. This was the year we went to Catalina Island for my birthday. So
I remember that.
2020. They brought me. They was like, "We got a birthday gift for you, right?" And I was all excited, like, "Oh, I got a gift!" And it was a vibrator. I don't know what kind or what it's
They
called.
was
I
like,
think
"You
it was
ain't getting no ass in
a
LA."
for real at that point. And then look at God, he came right on through after that. But that was I used it one time. It was I think they call it a rabbit maybe or bullet. It's like a smaller
Rabbit
one.
bullet, uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's just not. I don't.
Those annoy
I
me.
don't. Vibrators ain't my thing. Like I need a human being.
Yeah,
I need some
that's-
heat. I need a
agree with
person.
that.
I need a.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just not my thing. So I don't. I've never purchased.
So you
a
just
sex
have that
toy.
one?
Mhm.
Okay.
What you got?
Yeah.
See, I just have
What I
I just
got?
have oils and stuff. So what about? No, we're not skipping you.
Well, we know she got a whole
No, she
mystery
got a
box.
whole
So
box.
Oh,
we
yeah, she got a
type of
monthly
stuff.
subscription.
I do.
And he
Like,
got
her
a
list is
drawer.
long.
But I will say my favorite one is the one you could control by your phone. So like if you're on a date,
exists?
Oh, it's the panties. The
That
panties
does
one.
seem.
it
That
ain't
seems like a
pennies.
fun
It's
one.
like
That's one I
actually
would
like
probably
it's
do.
like one part is inside, the other part is like on the woman's clit. I guess we could say that. And it could be you could like make your own beats with it, go with music, and then you can
Make
just wear
beats
it.
like music.
Would you be down
I
with
see
that,
the
though?
one where people. I would be down to do that with like my dude.
With your dude?
Yeah, it would
he
be
can
out somewhere
control
to do
it
that.
and can
Yeah.
control and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I'm into that. What else I got? I've been looking at a swing, but I don't have nobody to put on the swing.
I do a swing.
Marcus got excited. Marcus got hella excited. He was like,
Listen.
Marcus is here for this topic, boy.
He was like, "Ooh."
Marcus like, how much time we got? It's
Listen,
gonna be an
listen.
extended episode.
I had an older woman that used me as like a boy toy. That's
Did you
how
like it?
I got,
Did you like it?
Listen, it was more like that Grays thing, right? So
50 Shades of Grey.
she was like my second or third woman I've ever been with.
You were strapped up like in
Huh?
in a harness. You mean?
How
No,
old
no,
was
she had
you?
she had a swing, man, and I walked in the room. She had all the toys, and she had a swing.
Oh wow.
So my very first, like second or third woman I've been with, she was an older woman, and she literally just used me as boy toy for the summer. I was in college. She used me for the summer, and then she used all her, allowed me to use the toys and the swing.
I would
That's
have
what it was.
charged her.
That was your intro to.
I would have had to send her an
to
invoice.
That life.
That was the intro to that life for sure.
And
What
then
life?
Marcus
What
was
life,
like,
Marcus?
after
What-
that.
What life are we talking
I mean,
about?
just using toys and just
Yeah.
being open and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But see,
You know
that's
what
what
I
I'm worried about being an auntie. Like, I don't want to meet nobody younger and I just turn them out.
That's what you got to do.
But that's what
He
you
learned.
know.
He learned. I learned a lot. I did. I learned a
Yeah.
lot from. Yeah, I did.
Are you into like swinging activity, parties, things like that? I mean, this is another tier of sex toys.
Yeah, it is.
I've been to a party before, but I didn't partake.
Okay.
You can just
I
go
did.
and watch.
Oh yeah, no, you can go and watch.
I thought you
yeah.
had. I thought you had to
It's-
bust it open if you went to one of those parties.
You can go and watch.
Well, the thing is, they have like certain rules where you can have a wristband and where you just want to just watch.
Yeah.
You have a wristband, and if you and your partner just there, and you just that wristband. Say for instance, the blue saying that you just here to watch, so nobody will bother you.
Got it.
The yellow band is that you and your partner's here, and y'all just want to partake with just each other. Y'all just want to have sex with each other, but nobody can't join. Then you say the green one is like.
I'm all free.
I'm
ball.
all free. You just have to ask for permission, right? I'm
What
all
does
free.
it smell
So,
like in there?
Just
So I smell like
That's
bologna.
a fact.
Bologna
Like
and
what is the janitorial system?
bologna
Who
and
comes
red
to clean
wine.
that shit up?
it be so many candles lit. I mean, you
Yeah.
be so much in the moment and everything. That's the last
What
thing
type
you
of
think
space
about.
is this? Like a hotel type of thing, or like a what? Like somebody's home?
It be most likely be a home.
Somebody's
It's actually a
house, okay.
host. So it's sometimes it'd be a single person hosting or a couple hosting it.
I
So
feel
Y'all
like
just- people
Pandora's
just
box,
fucking
like
in your
that.
house.
It's like a sequel. Like, is it Pandora's box or something? It's like a black film. I know it's
Oh,
on
you talking
Amazon.
about
But it's about a woman going through whatever, and she end up stumbling upon like a
That is the name of
swinger
it, yeah.
sex party, and she gets
Yeah.
stuck in there, and now that's all. She's like addicted to it, but
Oh, she had a good time.
what is it called?
She had a good time.
that is it. That's it.
It's
It's either
Pandora's
that or
box.
Menage a trois or something.
Menage a trois, for
I've,
sure.
I've heard of it. I was about to say I've seen it. I've heard of it.
So is that like anybody that you date has to be into that? Is that like a deal breaker for you?
No, it's not. I've just being honest, if I had a percentage, I would say maybe 10% of the women I ever dated was actually into it. So, but the thing is, I'm an open guy, so I can be on one end of the spectrum, I can be on the other.
But you're a dangerous guy, though.
How?
Because you are into that. And a lot of women are like, oh, no, girl, I don't know. So then when you introduce them to that, they just be like, so we go together.
Yeah.
You mind? We're in a relationship. You use a whip on me. You whoop me.
You whoop me.
We are together.
It's just gentle. It's just very gentle. It's just gentle. It's not like that.
No, for real. That's how, you better be careful with these aunties because this is the age where we just be like, call Charles.
Yeah, but it's not a deal breaker. You said though, because what if you do meet a woman that's not as sexually up to it as you are? Like she's not really into it like you. Like that's
I would not cheat. I would not cheat.
You would be okay with it.
Actually,
she's not as
I'm
sexually
not a cheater.
experienced.
I've been in.
I don't think you're a cheater. I just said you would cheat.
No, I wouldn't cheat. I'm able to turn it off.
Got it.
Okay.
I'm able to turn it off. Now, even though that's like my sexual beast, that's what I love to do. But if I'm with a woman that I know that, I want to go the distance with, I want to get married with, have children.
You gonna tame the beast?
I will tame it.
That's
and
good. I like
hopefully one day around
Don't
5th,
trick me.
10th anniversary, she'll hit me up.
Let me see the beast.
So what if are you more interested in somebody who is like new to it, but they're open to it, or somebody who is already like into that and maybe she's a little more accelerated than you are? Like which one?
Well,
if there is
I would
one
prefer someone who's into it and experiencing it because then you don't have to worry about the insecurities, the arguments, and stuff like that.
Right.
You don't have to deal with that because they already know what it comes with.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if I'm with somebody who's new and open to it, I'm the type of person that would ease.
Yeah.
I would ease. I ain't gonna jump you into the deep end.
He'd be like, this a
we're gonna put the
whipping.
little foot in first. We're gonna put the little foot in.
This is a whip.
But it would be a turnoff if she's like, oh no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't date her, right? Because you're more
No,
into it.
I have dated women
So
who was like,
yeah.
oh, I'm not into it. I have dated women for that. But, the thing is that if
Y'all still together?
Y'all
still date?
I mean, majority of the women wasn't into it. I only had like maybe 2 or 3 women who was
that's
out
not a
of it.
It's not a requirement. It's just a
Yeah.
bonus.
Yeah,
Got it,
it's a
okay.
bonus for sure.
Gotcha.
But as we getting older, bonuses matter.
Oh, it does.
Bonuses matter for sure. Like that's the thing. Like I know you saying like you and me, someone that's like they don't have to be open to it, but it'd be a plus. But for me, as I'm getting older, it's just like, listen, I got to give you all of this right now because if I'm 75 and my beast been tame, I got to go find someone else. Just for I got to find somebody else. But I'm not necessarily saying like cheat because you could date and do whatever you want. But I think like when you know who you are as a grown person, like you know you have a sexual appetite, you can't trick yourself to being like, my woman ain't got to be none of that. Not Chevy. Not me. Baby, we got to do a cartwheel or something every night. We got to do something exciting. Which my next question for you is like, if you ever was to have a threesome, what's better for a man? Would you do it in
First
state?
of all, you said if you ever was to. We talking to Marcus here. I'm sure.
Well, I don't want to put his business on
I'm talking to Marcus here.
I'm like,
See, everybody know that I'm so open. I'm an open book. With,
Marcus had a
when I
threesome
do.
for brunch.
But see, no, I don't. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know these things, so I'm asking. Like, so as a man, like when you ask a girl, like, "Oh, let's have a threesome," boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
From your perspective, is it better to have a threesome in the same state as you and your woman, or do you prefer to do it out of state?
I can do either way. I mean,
I don't know.
I can.
Marcus like, it don't matter.
Yeah,
The
it
bitch can be
doesn't
next
matter.
door.
I just
could be at the grocery store.
Yeah, you got to be discreet
If
though.
it's giving avocados, we're taking the avocados.
But you have to be discreet.
Yeah.
I'm not a type
But
of
how do you
person gonna put all
choose,
my
like-
business out there.
I've been chosen before to have a threesome, and I was like calling the police.
I was
Yeah.
picked,
I feel like it's disrespectful for like a dude, or I guess I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe I can't say that. But it seems like that's something you do with just like random chicks and not your woman. You know what I'm saying?
I
Maybe
get what
not.
you're saying, but I think it's fun if it is
If
with
it's
your
your
woman.
woman, because
Really?
some guys
Y'all
don't want to
connect
do
a
it.
different way. It's a huge connection.
Because it's like you
It's
want to
weird
see
you
somebody
say
else
that.
fucking your girl.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean,
That's,
I mean, if you into like the couple swatting and stuff like that, then
Couples
I mean,
who swatting?
yeah,
What
couple
is that?
swat,
It's
where
like-
two couples will come together and then they will actually swap
be one.
partners. Yeah, they swap partners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
Marcus know all the terms.
yeah.
I was like, who?
Right.
Squatting like when you
Anybody
just
want a
living in somebody's
Whopper?
house.
But Marcus,
Whopper,
that brings me to another question. Do you feel like you got exposed to this in LA? Because I feel like in Michigan, I don't know, Detroit, like I didn't know
It
about
was
swinger parties.
very popular in Michigan.
Swinger parties?
Yes.
Really?
Amongst the elite.
Same?
I think if you're in that
It's
amongst
not
the
got
it's
busted.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Second
you
all
were
got
doing
busted
all
in
this
hotel.
in Michigan. This is not an LA thing. I came to LA and I'm exposed to like this whole new thing.
Well, LA, I opened up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like I
Okay.
said, I was a late bloomer. I lost my virginity when I was 18.
Me too.
Like my freshman year in college. So I was a late bloomer. You know what I mean? So
to
I
that
was,
old lady?
huh?
To that lady?
No, she was his
No,
third.
she
old
was
lady.
she was like my summer fling when I went
Summer
back
flame.
home.
You said second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she went to. I'm not gonna say that because
Yeah.
Just
she was
why
from
open this
she was
up.
from my city. She was
Okay.
from my hometown. And then, I always had like a crush on her growing up. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
I've
man.
known her for so many years. And then it was like, oh, you're a grown man now.
When you became of
Oh,
age,
you old.
You
now
crossed
you
that
grown.
line. You off
Yeah.
the clock.
You
And
know
she
what we
opened
talked
it,
about before? Is Marcus for the streets, y'all? Because remember we was talking about this last time. Is Marcus for the streets? Would you say you're for the streets?
No, I wouldn't
don't
say
think
that.
Marcus is for the
I can be a
Okay.
Y'all
relationship
know him
guy.
Okay.
You know him
Yeah.
personally.
I don't think he's from. I think he's a relationship dude, but I think that within the relationship he does things that is also okay with the person that he's with. You know what I'm saying? I think Marcus is into some shit, but I think but I think it's still within the boundaries
Open
of.
up, man. Well, you
the
gotta
relationship
think about it.
he
You get
has.
married to somebody for 60 years, you gotta spice something up.
Right,
Yeah.
Mr.
I'm
I'm
all
a
about
tame your
spicing it up.
beast.
I am not
Yeah.
about.
That's why I'm like, he
You
gonna
gotta
cheat.
spice something
He
up.
is not capable.
Yeah.
Not saying
But-
you're a bad guy, but like, man, like,
I think it depends
Yeah.
on how often you need it. If he's like,
Yeah.
I can have sex and everything, but then every so often I need to do X, Y, and Z.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I could substitute it with, because every man has a sex cycle. Like I would say mine's like every 2 or 3 days, right?
Yeah.
A sex cycle where, would like to have sex if I'm dealing with somebody. But if you can substitute that with like doing it in public places or something like that, or you,
Spicy.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
spicy.
spicy,
That's
spicy, like,
sexy.
you
I
know, you
love
at a
that.
restaurant,
Have you done it in a
5-star
public
restaurant.
place?
Oh yeah. I
What's your
did.
favorite public
He
place?
said, yeah.
He's
I
like,
had a
of course.
membership.
Yeah.
What's your favorite public place? Where's the most?
I
like,
would say
top tier?
my favorite experience. It was either
Don't say the name. Just say the like restaurant, bar, whatever.
It was airplane.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, if you're rich,
In the
just say
bathroom.
that.
No. No, it wasn't a private flight. or anything
Not a
like that.
bathroom?
Oh, it was like
No,
a
it
seat.
was.
It was
It was
like a
red
right
eye.
next. Wow.
It was
Okay,
a,
so it wasn't a full flight. It was like you
it
had
was
the
a
whole
red
row to
eye. It
yourself.
was a 6-hour flight. It was very long, red eye. So majority of the people were asleep.
Was it a flight attendant?
No, it was not a flight attendant. But that could be a
Wow. That could be
fantasy
like-
though. That's a nice
Wow.
fantasy. It just like a flight attendant could be a nice fantasy for a man, and also like getting a massage or something like
There
that.
ain't no cameras
I got
on the
massage
plane.
oils for that. If you
Yeah, that could be a fantasy for a guy.
They're
flight
nobody
attendant.
using that.
Huh?
Nothing.
But movies.
And so the
movies
flight
are fun,
attendant
too.
never came by.
The flight attendant saw us while she was kind of on top of me, but we weren't doing anything. And we had the blanket over us, and she kind of looked and smiled and laughed and left.
Yeah,
Because
been
flight
at the back.
attendants be
That's
on the
hot.
flight attendants like put the bag under the seat. It has to go
They
under
be
the
like,
seat.
put
So how
the
you
girl
got
under the
somebody
seat.
straddling
Yeah, yeah,
somebody
yeah,
in
yeah.
that?
He was in the back of the plane.
No, we were like in the middle.
Do y'all need a
We
bag
are.
or something?
Yeah.
She probably was like-
I'm telling all my business. But I'm an open guy.
But that's
Everybody
dope.
know. Everybody
Yeah,
know
yeah.
I'm an open person.
But
I
that's
love that
goals,
you're
though.
open.
That's
I
goals,
believe, I
though.
believe in definitely spicing it up.
I
You gotta-
believe
you
in
gotta
spicing
keep
it up for
movie
sure.
Keep it
theaters,
spicy.
elevators, you gotta do
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
Parks, you know what I mean? You gotta do all that.
Man.
You gotta spice it up
beach.
if you're not into that. Beach.
The beach.
Yeah.
I almost got it in on the beach one day, and I seen this damn flamingo bird, and it was walking so sexy, but it was dark as hell outside.
A flamingo
And
walks sexy.
It was sexy to me, but it was coming out the water, and I thought I was tripping, and she was like
Oh, she
strutting
got turned
like
up.
this. I was like, no, not
you-
tonight.
You was on shrooms.
Listen,
Chevy.
I was like, were you high?
She said this flamingo
Chevy
turned
was
me
on
on.
shrooms.
What
Yeah.
is happening?
Oh my god. Oh.
A flamingo
It
walking
was
out the
so
water.
sexy. Or maybe it's the other bird. No, it wasn't the no. This bird was
What the hell
huge.
you was at
She
with a
was on
flamingo
shrooms.
though?
Just one of them came out the
That was
water.
in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That was in
All right,
Mexico.
One time I was in DR and we were doing this tour. It was like, you take the horses in the water.
I hate
and
y'all.
we coming around.
I'm like, what you got?
That was a
No,
duck waller.
Yeah.
Santa
And
Monica
it was
Pier?
this couple, and they was like, I hate to say it, but they was like dusty. It was like, it wasn't no we being spontaneous. It was probably
Dusty
like,
couple.
we got to do it here. And they was like about to get it on as we coming around. And the girl, it really was nothing she could do. So she was just like, she was naked. She was just like,
Y'all gonna see me.
hey, like, soon as y'all pass by, we gonna go
We
ahead
gonna
and
do
keep
our
it
thing.
going.
I think that's so
Like,
cool when I
It
see
is.
couples do that.
Yeah.
Oh, the safe
love
house,
it.
safeguard houses. If you go to the beach in the middle of
okay.
the night it's a great chance you're gonna find somebody in a
Really?
safe guard house doing their thing for
Safeguard
The
house.
Like the lifeguard?
Not the
Yeah,
lifeguard.
lifeguard.
I
Oh,
said
okay. I
safe
thought you were saying like
Yeah,
the
lifeguard. The lifeguard.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Chevy
Yeah.
like, oh,
'Cause I
let me see
saw
what I'm
that.
doing tonight.
Right.
That's what happened.
Have
We were on
no
the beach one
contenders.
night.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a couple on the lifeguard house doing their thing, and that kind of now that would turn me on. Flamingo ain't gonna turn me on.
Yeah.
But
No,
that
I wasn't
turned-
turned on. I was
that turned me on.
scared. I was
And
like, no,
then
this
we
ain't the
ended up doing
place.
I do want to go to a nude beach. That's
too.
on my
I was
bucket
just
list.
talking about that yesterday. No,
Yeah,
it's not
it
one
is.
here. Is
I
it one in
have to
LA?
go
San
do it
Diego.
like
It
Yes.
is a new beach
I
here.
want
It's
to
a
do it
new
like
beach in LA,
internationally
too.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't want to do it in San Diego where niggas from LA is up there like.
No, you want to go out the country somewhere.
Yeah.
But the thing is, everybody have to be new. It's not really
Yeah.
like
everybody
a
really knows.
spectator type of situation.
San Diego's the closest
But I
one.
still don't want to bump into somebody I know.
It's one in LA.
Where I've been Googling it for like the past few years.
You trying to go?
I want to go. I remember the
Yeah.
episode of Girlfriends when Joan ran into her daddy at the
dad.
nude beach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
see,
so
and
nice.
they was in LA. I'm like, where's that at? I just want to experience that.
You could take me out of the country for that. I go.
Yeah, I don't want
No,
to do
it-
that.
I'll do San Diego.
You wouldn't go to a nude
San
beach?
Diego?
Yeah, but not in
volleyball
San
and
Diego.
everything.
Because it's too close to LA. You don't want to see
I
nobody
just want
you
to.
know.
I just think that it's a dope kind of like exotic type of experience that I
Yeah.
want to do someplace. Yeah.
This
Like,
you
maybe
should
I've-
do for your birthday this year.
How Stella got her groove back when they
Would
went
you-
to that club in
Yeah,
Jamaica.
doing that.
She would.
Right.
I feel like Keysha would do it. If
I'm
you
doing
saw
it.
Keysha, if you saw Keysha last night, she would definitely do it.
With friends?
Wait a
With
minute.
friends?
What I do last night?
She
I
ain't
wouldn't
doing
go.
that. I would be
I'm
okay
not going
with
on
it,
my
but-
birthday with
She ain't
friends.
doing that.
She's
I
gonna
would
take
be
her
with
4
friends.
girlfriends. Like, okay, we're going nude. She gonna
No,
take
no,
everybody.
no, no,
I
no.
would
Co-ed,
like
though.
your dude
Right.
and then like a group of people.
Co-ed,
Like a
though.
No,
couple
it
straight.
just
Co-ed,
be, no, it
though.
just
Like
be
a
me and my
couple
dude.
strip.
No,
It be her
it just
and
be me and my
Drew.
dude. I don't
I
want to
don't
be
wanna
around
see
y'all
that.
just butt
No.
naked. Niggas,
I mean, if you're just if it's just the girls,
No.
yeah. But if just your, I don't want to see your dude booty.
What?
Natalie, if you
I
try
want to see your dude booty.
yeah, it's like if you trying to see something, just
Just
say
say
that.
Y'all, Joan went with her homegirls and then she ran into her daddy. I'm just saying, like,
I don't want to go with my homegirls.
And run into her man.
I'll go with my dude.
I ain't
yeah.
running into my
I
daddy.
would, low key,
Yeah,
I
that's
want to
for
go by
sure.
myself. I'll go to a nude beach by myself.
We
I
can
don't
go
wanna
together.
with nobody else. No, that's weird.
That's not.
How's that weird?
I'm gonna go solo.
For what? For you to act like you can put on the accent and act like you're
You
not from
somebody
there.
else. Yeah.
Yes, that's what
exactly.
you want to
It's
do.
a fantasy,
That's
guys.
all the
It's a
way.
fantasy. My
That's not
goodness.
it.
I tap in with you. I'll be like, yeah, she's
Tap,
from
tap.
London.
What's off limits for you?
Ooh.
Off limits.
Is there anything that's off limits for you, Marcus?
Yeah, I would say you not messing with anything from
In the back.
In the bag, no. Yeah, that's all.
Like,
not
what is
even,
he
not
saying?
even like a choo choo.
What's
What
a
the hell is a
choo-choo?
choo-choo?
Choo choo.
What the hell is a choo-choo?
Because
hell
I
is a
had this
choo-choo?
guy ask me a few years ago. He was like, literally, I think I told you the story. He literally asked me to
Pick his butt.
take my thumb and just. He asked. He
Oh,
literally asked
that's
that.
what choo
Remember I
choo.
told, yeah,
And do
choo-choo.
what?
He just wanted to. He just wanted me to.
What is choo choo?
Choo-choo.
What the fuck is
So
that?
did you choo-choo?
What
I did not
is
choo-choo.
that?
I was like, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta grab something. From the car. I remember calling my homegirl like, have you ever had a dude ask you to choo choo, like put your finger
said
in his boot?
choo-choo.
Basically, put your finger in his boot, and I was like, I just was so turned off by that. And I never talked to him ever again.
But they always
Wow.
say that's like the guy's
Orgasm.
G-spot.
Yeah.
It is.
That's what
Maybe
they
that's
say.
He wanted
Yeah.
you to
That's
just
the
put
guy's
his
G-spot.
to finger him his butt.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm like, why are you saying it like? What is
You
that?
know,
I thought
choo-choo.
choo choo was something.
I
I
thought
don't
she
know
was
what that
saying
is.
something
Choo-choo.
else.
I got what you were saying.
Thank
I
you,
got
Marcus.
I did.
Thank
I got
you.
what
I
you
didn't
were
know
saying.
what was happening. I didn't know what that was.
So nothing you said. That's the only thing that's off limits.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything else. I'm.
I
open
know a
to.
lot of guys say like choo choo.
I'm like a choo
Wait,
choo is
you
like
know
a
a lot of guys
train.
who
I'm
enjoy
like
that?
run a train.
Yeah, and they're heterosexual. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, some guys.
I mean,
hear about
they
that.
like they
When he
butt
said
lit.
that to me,
Yeah, all
I instantly
type
thought
Yeah, that
he
ain't
was
bad.
not
That ain't bad.
heterosexual.
That
So I was
ain't
like,
bad.
mm-mm.
That happened.
I hear dudes say that. I'm not into doing that. I'm also not interested in a dude that always want to do it in the butt. Like that's a little
That
suspect to me.
That's
is
a little
Well,
sus.
that-
That's
that's
why
a special
this was
occasion
sus to
for
me
you,
too.
This
That's
Yeah,
might
I'm
be-
not doing it in the butt at all. But
This is anniversary. You can do it.
but if you just always
Give it
like, I
back.
got a whole vagina, I got a whole vagina, and you always want to put it in my butt, like
It's a different sensation though.
That is.
I don't know. I don't
I
have
don't
any
know,
anal
like, the
sex,
first-
but
What you was about to
You
say?
may like it.
No, okay, so this I was going to talk about my
I don't- that's
experience,
how
but then
I
I
don't do anal
paused,
sex.
like, damn, I want to talk about it. But the first time I experienced that, like, I didn't realize, like, your anal get wet on its own, like,
On its
the
own.
vagina.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I didn't know that.
Mm.
It
It
was my
creates its own
first
loop.
time experience, and I was like,
Mhm.
whoa.
only thing I ever had in my butt
Yeah.
is when I went and got a colonic.
Facts.
Did you go to my
That
girl?
was it.
Speaking of that,
I did.
Body Z Colonic in Santa Monica, please go check her out. She's good. She's really good.
I actually
was
need to.
very
I need
You know,
to
I'm
do
getting
that
that
too.
age. I need.
You know,
to
Yeah,
she's
I need to
so
do that too.
good.
Well, I need
She's
that
so
contact
good.
there. I need to get that.
Take you too. She's really good. I
Oh,
I
man, this
tell
has
all my
been
friends,
fun.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, well, we're
I feel like I'm talking about pretty
unfortunately,
much
we have to
everything.
wrap this up, even though this conversation can go on for a long
forever.
time.
It can go forever.
So we're gonna jump to the question. At this point, we do what's called tea time, where we take an email from our viewers. It can either be like a crazy story, if they have a question, they need advice, or if they just have a personal question they want to ask us.
Okay.
So do you want to read the email?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll read it. This is from either our niece.
So my niece or
This
nephew.
is from either our niece or nephew.
What's
This
tea?
one says, when do you feel it's a good age for a woman to start freezing her eggs? I'm 36 and I want kids, but I haven't been in a relationship in 4 years and no sex for the last 3. Marcus would not date her.
Tomorrow. She need to freeze them tomorrow.
Yeah.
36 and I want kids,
do.
but I haven't been in a relationship in 4 years and no sex for the last 3. Wow.
Yeah, niece, you need to freeze
Why?
those.
No sex in 3 years. Why?
She hasn't been in a relationship.
By the way, Marcus, that's not. I'm going on 3 years in October of celibacy, so it's not.
You just went to a
far-fetched.
sex store.
Yeah, I
Really?
went to a sex
I've
store, but I
gone-
bought
I've
Chevy.
gone
I
lots
bought
of times.
lotions and like stuff for
But
later.
maybe
for, like when I actually
lotion
get into a
could get-
relationship.
I always
Yeah,
have
we
stories
talked
like that
about
where I
that
go
before.
5 years, 6 years without having sex.
Yeah, it's
If
The
I'm not
longest
in a
I've been is 8
relationship-
months. The longest I've been.
Yeah,
8
it's like if I'm
months.
not in a
And
relationship,
it
then-
took me to the hospital.
It took you to that.
What?
Yeah.
What the? No
Blue
sex,
ball.
having no sex
No
in the hospital.
sex because it's a thing that what men have to ejaculate.
Well, you can
You wasn't
do
like-
your own.
Right.
thing.
'Cause it's
Mister,
healthy.
I can
You
tame
weren't
the beast.
masturbating?
Well, no, huh?
You weren't
This
masturbating?
is not a
No,
deal breaker.
It
Right.
wasn't. Yeah.
You just said what?
Yeah, no.
It is a deal breaker. So that's your
So
deal
why
breaker.
were-
You couldn't date a girl who went this long without. You met a girl.
If we're together, no, I'm not doing.
Nobody's
3
probably gonna
years.
do that if they're
No,
together.
I'm not doing 3 years with
But-
together. That's no way.
The question
No.
is, niece, what are you asking? What are you praying for while you, one, haven't really found someone you really like in 3 years? I know it take a lot of time. But you need to freeze your eggs tomorrow. But I'm also not going to tell you what to do with your body. But if you want to date and it's not happening for you, then you need to take the next step and take care of yourself. And I would say freeze your eggs.
What's
as soon as
she
you
said?
can.
At what age should she?
She
consider?
said what age do you feel is a good age for her to start
She's
freezing her
36.
eggs? She's 36 right now. She
Yeah.
wants
Oh.
kids. She's
Yeah,
not
she
having a
needs-
relationship.
I mean, if
Tomorrow.
you
Yeah, she do need
if
to
you
do it now.
feel like that's
Yeah.
the route you're gonna take,
Yeah.
then yeah, I would say do it sooner than later. It wouldn't make sense to wait until later if you feel like
Yeah.
you for sure know you want to freeze your eggs.
And we're not
Uh-uh.
experts. Ask your OBGYN.
Yeah.
Too. They'll tell you. They'll go in there and be like,
But I mean, I think that if I'm like I know I want to freeze my eggs, why would I wait till next year to freeze them?
right.
instead
Why
of
am I
freezing
waiting
this
for a
year?
man to
Yeah.
freeze my eggs?
No, I mean just in terms of age, it's like if you know
Do
that
it
that's
now,
what you
yeah,
want
if
to
you
do,
know you
then do
wanna
it
have
now. I
kids,
mean,
yeah.
I do think it's. I haven't checked into it, so I don't know exactly how expensive it is. I hear
It's
people say that
very
it's expensive.
expensive.
So you know
Yeah,
that's something
yeah.
you want to consider. But if you are dead set on like I know I'm gonna freeze my eggs, then I say do it sooner than later.
Mm.
But if you're also okay with
What's
being
the
Mm.
a single
process
mother,
of
you could definitely have a one night stand. I'm just playing.
Oh.
No, but
Come on,
serious.
Will.
Like,
Come on,
I want to encourage her to stay the course. If it's been no relationship for 4 years and no sex for the last 3, keep at it and just probably yesterday freeze them immediately because time, like you said, if you why wait another year if you can go ahead and just
Yeah,
do
if you
it
know
now.
that you're gonna do it anyway.
And she obviously is not interested in a relationship right now or haven't met anyone worth actually having sex and procreating with. So yeah, just might as well just freeze them now.
Whatever Mary Bethlehem said, listen, if you want to have a baby today, it's plenty of men that probably would do it. However, if you want to go the safe route, freeze your eggs. It's very expensive. Like, it's very expensive.
What do you mean? It's a
Like,
lot of
ask
men
a
that
male
want to do
friend.
it.
huh?
What do you mean? It's a lot of men.
It's
that
a
wanna-
lot of men that want to have sex with women.
Yeah, she doesn't want. She obviously doesn't want that. She wants to freeze
So
her
she
eggs
actually,
because
she
doesn't
must
have
be running
options.
into the wrong man.
Or ask a male friend. Who
Can
does
you
have
write
kids.
us again and tell
To
us
have a
about
kid
your
with
last
you?
date?
Yeah.
Would you do that?
People do that.
She
What?
said it was 4 years
Would you do
ago.
that?
Ask a
That
friend,
is a problem.
But I don't think her question is about her not having sex. Like her question is just about
What age
whether
should she
she
start
should
freezing her
freeze
eggs?
eggs.
Because the
everybody
last
said
time
no.
she dated was when?
4 years ago.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
I don't mean to laugh at our niece, but it's a
now,
problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem. Either she's not wanting to go on dates.
I mean,
or
I didn't date for 10 years in LA.
No, you've dated in 10 years. You
No,
haven't
I
had a
didn't.
relationship in 10 years.
I
I've known
did
you to
not
go
go
on dates.
in LA. I've been in LA for 10 over.
You have not been
over
on.
10
Hold on,
years.
just
Now
disclaimer.
she has not been on dates.
Hold on.
I don't.
You have not been on a date with one guy in 10 years.
No.
Oh, wait, let's take this
And
back.
no, I haven't. What are you talking about? Everybody knows that.
I know you haven't been in a relationship in 10 years, but going on a date?
I have not gone on a date. When I started going on dates in LA, nigga, I was wife.
Oh, wow.
I got
you
wife.
wrote,
Yeah.
you wrote this email? No, I'm just playing.
But
That's
Wow.
because
I mean, I got into a relationship, but I
It's because
wasn't.
what?
out of state niggas.
No, I was joking. I
She was flying.
dating
She
in
was
LA.
like,
I
they'll
was
get
getting
flying back
flued
to
out.
Detroit.
She was getting flued out. LA didn't.
No, I mean, because it's like dating in LA is
It is
y'all
sketchy,
know.
but that's
Yeah.
definitely a
So
whole
there
no,
could be
for real.
there could be reasons why she is not
Yeah.
dating somebody.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
know.
It wasn't
'cause
like
4
I didn't
years-
want to date. It was like
You wasn't meeting anybody
Cool.
worth going out. Okay.
yeah.
I thought
Wow.
people did that where they was like, hey, have a friend like, hey, look, if we get to this certain age.
I did have a friend
I
like
have-
that.
Oh,
yeah.
I hear people
and
say it,
we're
but I don't
not
know anybody
married,
who's ever
we're not in a
acted on it.
relationship, no
Same.
kids, we should.
But do you
If
know
we
anybody
had-
that's
you,
ever
you
acted
mean like
on
if
it?
we had a certain age, then
Yeah, let's
I
do
don't know.
it.
We
And
both
we could be
single?
like co-parenting.
I hear people say
Mhm.
it, but I don't know anybody who's
Me
ever
either.
actually done
Yeah.
it.
I
either.
tried, and he got a baby. He was like my 8th
I
grade
feel like that'd be
boyfriend.
kind of weird.
heck yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be weird.
what?
Can you
Yeah.
imagine you and Mark like
yeah,
what?
with your friend, y'all just got a baby. That's weird.
No, that's
No, okay,
I
so
know just go to a sperm bank.
when I was gonna do it, like,
Why?
okay, so let me. Okay, I don't. That's another conversation.
I
I don't
love
even want
this
to talk about the sperm.
Yeah.
bank.
We so all
we
over the
we
place.
way over.
All right.
We're not all over
Get
the
a
place. This
friend,
is
not a
all a
sperm bank.
lie.
Get a
We
friend.
need like a 2-hour
Get
episode
a
for this.
friend, but we write us back. We need to know why you haven't been on a date in 4 years. Are like, do we need to set you up? Like, what's going on? We got to figure this out. She
But
can't
to
just be
answer
out
your
here.
question, I would say if you're 36, go
But
ahead
she
and
didn't
take
say
care
she
of it
hasn't been
now.
on a date in 4
Yeah,
years. She said she hasn't been in a relationship.
Hmm.
So that
could
means
be
she
on-
attracting
could
the
be on
one she don't
dates.
like.
She could be going on dates and it just don't every date ain't. It's not
Because
gonna
she
work
attracted. It's that coochie.
Or next time you have sex, just lock the man down when he say you about to come. You got your baby.
Girl, just
Listen.
freeze
Hold
some
his ass
eggs
down.
if that's the
freeze
route
them,
you
girl.
want to
Trap
go.
them down.
Trap his ass.
Find
Trap
them
his
at
ass.
36.
Find
It's
a good
okay.
place and freeze them. You still have plenty of time, but if you decide that you want to freeze them, I would say do it sooner.
Yeah,
Don't let
women
Keysha
are
Sooner than
getting
later,
babies
baby
older
girl.
Sooner
Yeah.
than
All
later.
right, y'all. Wow, what a wow.
Wow.
This has been great having you.
Wow.
Wow, you're
Marcus,
you're incredible.
that's great.
You're
Yeah,
a
I
great
appreciate
person.
y'all. Yeah, this is a
But-
great topic for me because I'm open.
Marcus, I can stay
I'll
and
talk
talk a
about
little longer.
We'll
everything.
have to have you back.
Definitely.
Talk
Thank
about
y'all so
everything.
much for tuning in to another episode of Somebody's Auntie. Make sure y'all send us y'all emails if you have any questions that you want to ask us, if you need advice, if you have a crazy story, send it to somebody's auntie, AUNTEA @gmail.com. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and we will see y'all next week.
Later, baby.
Later.
Bye.
All right, y'all.
Thank
Sign
you,
out.
Marcus.
Oh yeah, thank y'all for having
You
me.
guys know for real that is really scary because we're getting older.